Isolation Nation. It's so great to be with you. I have a magical door here. You didn't know about that. You want to know what's in the box? You didn't know about the door. So, and all kinds of stuff. Are doors more mysterious than boxes? You better believe it. But we do know that maybe we know it. And if we don't know it, well, then we're going to find out because there's mysteries abound. That's correct. So, thank you so much.
You're cutting out again, man.
No, I'm not.
You were a little.
Totally were.
Cutting out again? I've just been on the phone with Spectrum again, and they're literally trying to make me lose my mind. We're in a time of incredible insanity in the planet, and this was going to make me lose my mind? It seems implausible, but it might happen.
Yeah.
Before I cut out more, I'm going to introduce the second of 4 legs of the tripod that it has 3 legs of the social name is Mr. Steve Hofstetter.
Well, that's enough of my name, I guess. I'm pretty sure that Spectrum is punishing Ben for keeping those 2 Spectrum employees hostage. And this is what happens when you show someone what's in the box. That's what happens. They melted before they finished the job. And now Ben is just left with that. Oh, he just kind of moved a little. All right. Anyway, hey, everybody. Good to be back on the air. Obviously been a very tumultuous week, and we hope that we can distract you from some of that for an hour and a half before we all go back to our activism. Thank you to everybody who has been very supportive and very understanding. If you do want to support the show, you certainly can. You can tip at Venmo top right of the screen. You can PayPal at laughfromhome.com. Or, of course, you can super chat on YouTube. And while Ben angrily calls Spectrum, let me introduce Mr. Chris Bowers. Everybody, Chris Bowers.
Woo! Hey, how are we?
Oh, come on. Don't you fucking dare.
I'm fucking with you. I'm totally fine. I'm not frozen at all. I have some other, I think I still have Spectrum, but still. Hey, I'm excited to be here. It has been a couple of tough days. We appreciate you guys sticking with us. We didn't feel... anyway, I'm ready to do a show today. I wasn't ready a couple days ago. I'm glad you guys stuck with us. We're excited to be here. We got a fun show. We got a few surprises in store for you guys. Right now, I want to say hi to Queen Rachel. Queen Rachel, how are you doing?
Hi.
Hey, I like that even while talking about a pandemic and civil unrest, Bowers still softly confessed. That was fantastically on brand. That was perfectly on brand.
Yeah. And Ben, I think we all think you'd have doors in your house. I mean, no one thinks there aren't other rooms.
Oh no, I didn't think that he had doors. I thought he had doors, but I thought he just had a bunch of figurines built up against them so that he couldn't use those doors.
Oh, okay.
I do have doors, guys, but I love to just walk through them.
Yeah, are they? And then he stopped. Are they doors to another galaxy that has internet? Because maybe you should use them.
Not working? Is it not working? Babe,
it's still total shit.
Tell the man on Spectrum that right now I'm on the air on a Zoom call and every 5 words are cutting out.
Tell Spectrum to watch. See if we can get a couple more viewers that way.
Log on to
laughfromhome.com.
He's never seen the show. He doesn't know where to find it. He doesn't know the website.
Yeah.
His first day.
Yeah. Anyway, overnight game. What do we have?
Oh, well, the overnight game from Saturday. So it's been a few days, but the overnight game was infect a comedian. So use a disease and a comedian's name to make it disease. I thought that was very funny. There were 4 that I really liked. I liked Lewis Black Plague. I liked that was from Barrel. I liked Shag Nasty's Don Ricketts.
Nice.
And then Jeremy Day had 2. He had irritable Bower syndrome, which I've had occasionally.
Oh, nice.
And but my favorite was Jeremy Day's also, but it was Laurel and Hardy tack.
Nice. All very, very good. I think the show has had irritable Bower syndrome 2 or 3 episodes, right?
A couple times. Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah. We've had that happen a couple times. One of my albums is named Cure for the Cable Guy, but there's no cure for irritable Bowers syndrome. So We are.
My buddy,
we
my
are very
roommate Joe,
happy
used,
to.
my roommate Joe used to sing a song when I was mad. He'd go, "Grumpy Chris has got it going on," and I'd be like, "Shut up, Joey," and he'd be real mad, and I'd be real mad, and it was hilarious. But
Yeah, I'm totally glad that we didn't get to introduce the guest in order to hear that story. So, the guest is patiently.
Are you trying to cause irritable bowel syndrome? Is that what you're doing right now? Because
There's no cause to irritable bowel syndrome.
There is. It's every time I tell a story, you say that story sucked instead of moving on. We had a whole talk about how just move on and don't say.
You told half that story, and it was funny. Anyway, we have a great guest today. We have a great guest today that Taylor just hit a button on. Ladies and gentlemen, he's absolutely wonderful, and we're so happy to have him. He is one of the dynamic duo of the Sklar brothers. Please welcome Mr. Randy Sklar, everybody. Randy Sklar.
Randy Sklar, everybody.
You guys.
Happy to have you. Randy, in your honor, we made Ben's internet suck so that he's not going to be here. So he's
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That is an honor bestowed upon by God. Thank you so much.
Yeah. God and Spectrum. In addition to Randy, who we love, we're excited to have. We also have two wonderful stand-up comedians that we would like to introduce now. Bowers?
Yep, we got two great comics. BT is a returning champion. He's back. Say hello, BT. How are you, buddy?
Woo! Great. Hello. Great to be back. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. We also have Regina Decicco. Regina Decicco's here. Say hello, Regina. How are you?
Hey! Sitcom entrance. It was my sitcom entrance.
Yeah,
that was great.
I love it.
You should be like one of us should just be cooking pasta and just be like,
yeah.
Like, is
Steve
that
Hoff is here. Yeah, let's go around.
Yeah, exactly. They just cut off my last name because it's difficult on the audience. Anyway, we're happy to have you all here. Before we talk to Randy for a second, Rachel, do we have anything coming in already?
Yeah, so we actually had a couple that I wanted to shout out that came in a day or two ago. And so first I want to shout out Randy Longmire. He paid the show $40 and said, "Thank you for using your platform to generously spread awareness and for giving us easy access to help make a difference. I'll also be donating, but this tip is for your time and efforts."
Awesome. Thank you, Randy.
And then lastly, our favorite, one of our favorites, Jessica, she tipped the show $400 and said, "This is for Taylor, the creator, Steve for a proper light for the show. It's daily medicine for me." And then she already sent in $25 for each comic. So thank you, Jess.
That's awesome.
What?
So wait,
Nice.
Jess, thank you. Now, BT and Regina, you could totally bomb your sets now and you'll still get tips.
You just go.
I gave an equal amount to another
Yeah. Well, Jessica, we appreciate you doing that. And of course, now I get to introduce our front row, as always. We appreciate you being here. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, the front row, the heart of the show, we have Frank Notaro, we have Krista, we have Becca Lynn, we have Tam Brown, we have Zara, we have Jessica. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.
Always, we appreciate it. By the way, in Tam's picture right now, it looks like there's a bunch of bees swarming. Does anybody else see that? Or is that just me? You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with that camera.
So funny.
But to your right, yeah, that is it. That is. Do you see that on your end too, Tam, or just we see that?
That's Zoom's new plague filter. It's a plague filter. It's how
Yeah. By the way,
It looks
Ben
like
just
she's
texted me
zooming.
and said, Randy Sklar is waiting to be admitted. So Ben's internet is really going well right now.
Not only is he not here, he's like 4 minutes behind. I love it.
Hey guys, Randy Sklar is waiting to be admitted.
All right, we'll get right on that.
Great
Awesome.
comedian, don't keep him waiting, all right?
Yeah, thank you. Ben is back on his phone. So Ben, you're on your phone now, which you can't use to call Spectrum. So is Carmel's calling Spectrum? What's going on?
Guys, Bowers, Carmel's on with Spectrum, and Bowers doing a great impression of Randy Sklar there. Looks a lot like Randy Sklar. Oh, that's Bowers.
Oh, no, that's Bowers, and we also have Randy.
Very confusing. We all do know that Randy Sklar is, of course, appearing with his brother Jason Sklar on the night of 1,000 Sklars tomorrow night. He's making an appearance here, taking a break from rehearsals for tomorrow night. Is that right, Randy?
I'm getting ready. I've spent the day doing two things: rehearsing for tomorrow and getting into fights on Nextdoor.com. Is that weird? I have been laying into a person on Nextdoor.com, and I fucking love it. I am going after someone, and I'm loving it.
Nextdoor.com, it's like, you know how like, have you ever done the thing where you go to like meganslaw.com and actually see how many predators are around you and how terrifying that is?
Oh boy, no, yeah, no.
Nextdoor is worse. Nextdoor is so much worse because I'm like, oh, there are 10,000 predators in my neighborhood, but 100,000 racists. Holy shit.
I like
Wow.
that. I like that. I do.
It's
I
rough.
like that.
Yeah.
The
I did-
backdrop that Steve has right now is making me very hungry. I'm already very stressed today on account of Spectrum trying to ruin my entire life. And so, I stress eat whenever or also even when I'm not stressed.
Yeah. By the way, regardless of if I had that background, you'd be eating during the show for sure.
That's not
How am I the only person that doesn't eat on this show? I'm the only person that's eaten on this show, and I'm the fattest of everyone. I don't know how this is working. Everyone else eats all the time. I just, I wait till after the show.
Because we eat during the show, you eat all other times.
Yeah.
That checks
Ben
out.
and I
That
on-
checks out.
Ben,
No, that
Ben and
that
I
can't-
only eat 90 minutes a day.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't eaten in 3 days, Bowers. You know how hungry we've been?
It's a weird intermittent fasting, but I get it. I guess it works because you guys are skinnier than me. So I cannot argue with the results. I should probably just eat only during the show myself. So I think I'll cook myself a Totino's pizza while we're doing
Good
this.
idea. Also, I just got a text. Randy Sklar's in the waiting room if you want to let him in.
Randy, what are you? I assume you're the person you're fighting with on Nextdoor is about the protests.
So my kids, I have a 12-year-old and 14-year-old daughters. They were like, we can't go out and protest. We are going to make signs and hang them up on the fence around Silver Lake where I live, which they did. And then they got ripped down and they got torn down. And so and it's a crazy story. I don't need to bring a comedy show down, but it was
Oh
great.
no, we can make fun of this. We'll find a way.
Okay, so they got ripped down, and my kids are really sad because it's what they felt like was something that they were contributing, and we didn't tell them to do it. They did it, and so they made new signs and put them back up, and they got ripped down again by a couple who came by, and someone saw them ripping them down, and called them out on it, and they let loose their dog, which attacked a woman, her daughter, and their dog.
Whoa!
To which we then, my wife got onto Nextdoor.com, and she was like, okay, this is ridiculous, and this is what was going on. And then someone was like, they had every right to rip those signs down, to which I then turned to my wife and said, oh shit, I'm joining Nextdoor.com to go in on this. Got an account, and I just started going. I'm like, you don't understand. You think you are stepping to just liberal people sitting in, but I've been on the road. I am going to destroy you. I'm going to hit you where it hurts. I'm going to make fun of you. It's going to be hilarious. I'm not going to stop. And so this is like a crazy Trumper, and I'm just like going after this person at every turn. And it actually
Also,
Randy,
by the way, sorry, go ahead, Ben.
No, after your neighbors tore the signs down and released their dogs, did they then tear gas the rest of the neighborhood and walk to a church?
They did. And they held up a picture of Donald Trump holding a Bible.
Whoa! Very
But the
meta.
picture was upside down, which was the weird part.
But
But
was it?
by
Was
the
it
way,
just me, or
Randy,
was that the first time it ever looked like he ever held a book? It's like he'd never held a book before. It was like, is this a book? Is this how I hold a book? It was like
that
what are you
picture,
doing?
by the way, that picture of him holding the Bible is what Bowers would look like if he had to hold an apple. He'd just be like,
That's a solid point. And I've been trying all week not to drink, but that story, Randy, that's the last straw. I'm drinking.
You have not been trying.
I know. I swear to God, I've not drank in 3 days in case I had to drive home to Indiana or fucking go fight some people. Like I've been kind of keeping my wits about me, but I'm fucking done with that shit now.
I am on it. I told this woman that I was like, I can't wait for your next response, but you're gonna need a megaphone because it's getting hard to hear you from how deep of a hole you're digging for yourself. So I did that.
Sorry, I just had to spotlight Ben's video for a second. That also, by the way, Randy, you're with all due respect to your wife, going on Nextdoor to complain about racists. Like I said, like that is you're complaining to the wrong audience. Like that's going to a Klan meeting and just being like, oh, we hate Trump, don't we? And the Klan's like, no, we kind of like the guy, actually. That's kind of our guy.
There are a lot of people on our side. And again, this has been such a joy to be like, oh, we're in a roast battle right now and you are going to lose. Of the way.
Yeah, she's probably just used to like arguing with some other, like with some random neighbor, be like some 60-year-old with too much time on their hand. And you're just like, not only am I a comic, I'm a road comic with no gigs right now. So this is all I have.
You just pent up and you just walked into our show. I'm gonna eviscerate you, and then on your way out the door, I'm gonna tell you that I've got merch on sale in the lobby. So that's what.
By the way, Randy, no one has ever said anything that I've related to more than that sentence. Just.
Also, Randy, when you take down racist neighbors on a neighborhood community site, do you do it with your brother, and do you guys tag each other's comments?
No, I tagged it with my wife, and I did like a newfangled Sklar Brothers, where I had mentioned something about this woman because she had mentioned that like her family was spied on by the FBI, and I had mentioned that like something about wiretapping, and she's like, wiretapping? I never said anything about that. And then my wife said, I think he was referring to the fact that not wiretapping, that you were spied on by the FBI, to which I then responded to my wife, but for their benefit, yes, wiretapping sounds ridiculous. They were spied on by the FBI. So we went after. All right, enough of that.
Randy, I have two questions real quick. One, what is merch, and what is the road? Those are two things I don't understand.
Long ago, comedians used to sell their wares after shows in places that weren't their hometown. I am excited. I am going to invite this woman to the Nowhere Comedy Club tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. Perfect.
Randy, speaking of that, go ahead, Steve.
Oh, I was just going to say, I don't think she can afford a ticket, but go ahead, Ben.
I'm just curious. So, you know, the country's looking forward to a chance to relax and to laugh a bit. And that's why we're looking forward to the Night of 1,000 Sklars tomorrow night. But the question everybody's wondering is, there's two famous Sklars. Did you find the other 998 in your family, or was there a casting process? Will some of these be fake Sklars?
It's going to be all done with mirrors and smoke. So just get ready for that. It's a smoke and mirrors Night of 1,000 Sklars.
That's pretty cool.
I was assuming CGI.
Well,
I think I just figured out what happened. I think Randy just put up his daughters put up pictures or posters about his Nowhere show all over the neighborhood, and that's what people were tearing down. We assumed it was about Black Lives Matter or whatever, but I think it was his show, and they were tearing those down.
Yeah.
That was the issue, and so I'm really upset.
By the way, I didn't know, Randy. I didn't know that a tone could have an eye roll in it, but it fucking did.
You saw it. You felt it. You felt it.
Yeah.
All
right, Rachel.
Maybe, I think maybe Bowers should start eating during the show.
Yeah.
Rachel, what do we got? What do we got coming in before we get to our first stand-up performance? Oh, Rachel's eating now.
Sorry. We have Becky Lynn, $20. Internet cut out here as well. I was in the front row. It's still going to be a great show. So thanks, Becky.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Becky.
We have Teely White, $5 for new art supplies for your daughters to make more signs.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Got Susie tipped the show $50. Thank you for the laughs.
Uh-huh.
Thank you,
And
Susie.
then
I
that
will
lane
say
boy,
thank you
50 pounds.
on behalf of Steve and Ben. I've not given any laughs yet, but when I will take my part of the $50 when I finally get a laugh. So let's hope that happens.
Nicely done.
And then last one so far, that Lane Boy, 50 pounds. Love to all you guys bringing laughter in this world, except for Bowers, I guess.
Thank you, Rachel. All right, are we ready for a comic? Let's bring in a comic. How about that? On the stage first. He's a returning champion. You love him. You've heard him on Sirius XM Radio. Give it our good friend BT. Everybody, BT. Woo!
Hey.
And it's the same thing as last time. I'm gonna be like in a stance, like a third baseman stance the whole time, because I can never get my iPad to sit right. So it's on a heart-shaped pillow right now. So I'm in a stance like this. But hey, I'm looking at the positive part of all this is I'm getting so many white guilt bookings. It's incredible. I love this. We should have more riots every 6 months, and I'll have my calendar filled. This is awesome. It really is. All I can do is say, "Oh my God, guys, I got pulled over by the cops. Oh my God, what week do you want?" Seriously, I mean, this is great. I'm looking on the positive side of this, but at the same time, to me, it's like America at this moment is like an old Taco Bell. You know how like you see an old Taco Bell, like you ever see a building go, "Oh, that was an old Winchell's, that was an old McDonald's," and you look at it, it's old Taco Bell, and you know it. But through like 20 years, it's become like a Payless. It's become like a Chili's. And for some reason, you got to go in that old Taco Bell because it's an insurance place. And you walk in, and even after 20 years, and it's got carpet and a new shade of paint, you go, I smell taco meat. And that's what America's like. That's good old-fashioned racism right there. And that's what we are as a country. Because if you think about it, if you watch TV, man, I mean, it's like the LAPD and the NYPD, they didn't get the memo. It's like, you guys are still being watched, and they're like, "Oh, we don't give a shit." I mean, seriously, the police now have as much credibility now as a Lance Armstrong deposition. I mean, they really do. It's like, why should we believe you? And let me take a little sidebar here. When it comes to Lance Armstrong, how does his fiance believe anything he says? I mean, she goes, "Lance, would you ever lie to me?" And he's like, "Listen, I only lied to federal prosecutors and the FBI and my sponsor because I might have gone to jail, so I had to keep lying. I love you." And she's like, "Okay, let's go bike riding." I mean, if you could lie to a prosecutor who could take you to jail, you can look him in the eye and say no, and you lie to him. What makes her think he's not going to lie to her? But that's where we are in society now. This little sidebar with sports is exactly what we need. And I don't know if you've been watching sports, like me and Steve Hofstetter, we're real big sports fans. The NHL just incorporated a 24-team playoff. There's 31 teams in the league. There's going to be a 24-team playoff. We finally reached the point now. We got participation playoffs now. We got a participation playoff, and that's where we're going with this crazy thing, man. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I think the greatest thing now is the NFL is taking like the top spot in sports, and the big news in NFL is like the Jacksonville Jaguars might move to London, which means one thing: London is about to have a lot of mixed kids, and I think that's going to be very good. The thing I like about the whole thing I like about this, and like I said, I look on the positive side of these riots is these are the most white privilege riots I've ever seen in my life, right? Because now when in '92, when the Rodney King riots happened, white people wanted to help, but they had to go to work. I mean, it was like, listen, guys, I would like to help, but like my lunch hour is in like 30 minutes. So I can go like half a block and then I've got to go back. But if you're going to pass a Best Buy and throw a brick through it, could you bring me back a DVD? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I've never seen a Starbucks get tagged before in a riot. Who riots a Starbucks? This is the most white privileged riot I've ever seen in my life. But you know, like it's all about the change and everything. Which I mean, it sounds hokey, but it's the truth. And I know, and I don't think we'll see real change until you see Alexis Texas do a black.com video on Pornhub. That's when we know real change in place. That's just me. But the thing about this is, and not to sound like jaded or whatever, but I got this, and it's the truth. At least we're trying on this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I mean, Steve, I love what you've been doing, and it seems like everybody, the whole world is trying, and I got that from my roommate's got a 5-year-old, and I babysit him and everything we play, and so he wanted me to go hiking with him, and I tried to explain to him, hey man, I'm black people don't hike. I mean, that's what we just don't do that. But black people don't go in the woods. You see a black man in the woods, you got somebody white chasing them there. That's why. So we don't do that. So I try to explain it to him myself. And even mountain lions will go, you know what? I would chase him, but that brother obviously has enough problems on his own. So I'm gonna leave him alone. So and the thing about that, but he kept saying, he goes, just come hiking with me. I go, no. And he goes, just try. And I go, you know what? You're right. And I tried it and it was fun. But let me tell you something. The optics on that did not look good because like you gotta understand, right? My roommate's son is shockingly white. You know, sometimes you see like a little white kid and you go, that baby's mixed with something. Oh, he got a little mixed to him. And that mama, hey, she got down. You know, she went to junior college, right? But him, you look at, you go, he's white, right? And so it doesn't look good as a grown-ass black man. And there's a 5-year-old white kid, and we're walking into the woods together. Because I'm sure there's people passing by like, oh my God, that black guy is about to get murdered by that little 5-year-old white kid. That's my set. Thank you.
BT, like
Thank you.
BT, shout out to both BT and the white comic that we had booked that we canceled so we could have BT on the show.
Change.
I got pitches. Can we give pitches for jokes? Can we pitch on this? Or
yeah, absolutely. Before we do that, real quick, the tip jar is open, of course. You can tip at laughfromhome.com if you want to PayPal, or the Venmo's top right of the screen. As always, you could super chat their Facebook stars. You could do all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, Randy, what do you got? And by the way, I'm so sorry we had to cancel your brother for BT. I apologize.
I broke up a family. That's what brothers do. We break up white families.
Right. You kept the right one. I love the white guilt, the white guilt. So I would just bring it back together and say Black Lives Matter, but white guilt pays.
Nice.
Black Lives Matter, but white guilt pays. And then I love the Lance Armstrong thing about him lying, because even on the show, there's a point in time where like she will not believe anything that happens to him. He was trying to grate Parmesan cheese. Did you see that?
And he cut his finger.
Like, she could be there with him when he cut his. There's going to come a point in time in that relationship where he will cut his finger in front of her and be like, "Baby, I'm bleeding," and she's going to be like, "No, you're not." That's all.
And when he cut his finger, did they test it? Like, did they?
Oh, that's great.
So much
He just never learned. He never learned.
Yeah,
He took his bleeding finger and he made one of his cycling teammates suck on it just to transfuse the blood one more time. The second that it came out that he was officially cheating in the Tour de France for all those years, Trump started wearing a Livestrong bracelet.
He did prepare.
She's like, "Are you using Viagra?" He's like, "No, I promise. I'm not using anything performance enhancing. This is my real dick, baby." And she's like, "Whatever."
By the way, we do have to annoance the game.
Well, just quickly let me say, I have one noodle left only from my meal, and it just made me realize this is what it looks like to most of the country when Trump speaks about what's going on in the country right now.
All right, we got the game. So the game is pretty simple. It is Ice Scream a Movie. So the way, first of all, the way you participate, if you want to try to win the game, look, anyone can enter. But if you want to be eligible for the prizes, which of course are copies of all the hosts' albums, as well as a ticket to the feature front row of the show, you can do so by super chatting or Venmoing or PayPaling at least $5. You could do more than $5 per entry, and then those will be entered. And so it's a pun game. So it's ice cream or movie. So something like the waffle cone heads. So something like that. Pretty simple.
Or A Few Good Men Who Love Eating Ice Cream. There's a lot of options.
You know, there are a lot of options. I would say A Few Good Mint might work on that one.
Oh.
Good mint. That's so
Yeah,
good.
but there's
Really
there's
good.
all kinds that we could throw in there. So
Dog,
ice cream
Dog
movie is the
Day
game.
After Cone.
It's the I don't know whose ringer is that, by the way. Is that
Who still has a ringtone? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
I haven't heard a ringtone in 11 years. Don't you have play Bejeweled or something? What the fuck are you doing with ringtones? Jesus Christ.
That's hilarious. I'm curious what the cost was to get Frank. What was it? I know you're on mute right now, but what did it cost you to get that song on your phone?
He pays $3.99 a month for 11 years. That's how this works.
Yeah.
I think it was $1.
See, by the way, backwards. You gotta laugh. You can't make that joke anymore. So yeah, that was I just love the idea of like, you know, I'm gonna sign up for this in 1996 and one of these days it's gonna come in handy. he hears that song and he's like, that's what I've been waiting for. Ella, get in here, we're getting a ringtone, you know.
You just described everything Ben's ever bought in his whole life. He's like, someday this will come in handy. I'll be on a show someday where I can pull out this weird
Yeah, it is.
Is that a
Ben
Native
has
American
a lot
statue behind you, Ben? What is that thing with the hat on it?
Ben has a lot of ridiculous shit.
Thing with the
in
what?
his place.
What is that thing right behind you? Is that a statue of some kind? With the arm
Arm.
that holds the hat with the hat on it.
Your head is in the way,
That
purposefully, I think.
What's that?
This
Yeah.
thing
Yeah, the wood thing.
right here.
Not the
It looks
hat.
like a
The thing
mirror.
holding the hat.
It's just
Oh.
all of my
No, the brown thing with the maybe it's the edge of a mirror. Okay, I can see what it is. Okay.
all of my
Yeah, it's
press
the edge of a
credentials
mirror.
from all the events of things I've been invited to before I decided to just stay here and hang with you guys.
Yeah, it was. Ben has a lot of ridiculous shit. Like, there's a lot of weird shit that just for no reason, you know, like I don't even understand it.
Well, we all grow, we all learn, and we all grow.
It's Ben. At some point, you need to have a yard sale. You need to have a yard sale to have all of your random shit.
Yard
various
sale
different
or
places.
Hollywood collectible and memorabilia display that people can bid on, you mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
however you do it, I think however you do it, you can. I think you could attract a lot of people to bid on all the stuff that's been on the show.
I think it's a
Maybe
special-
maybe people could bid on something even including like a Puerto Rican apartment. What do you think about that?
I think that's a wonderful idea. I think that seems like a gift.
Hashtag Ricky Renuncio. You know what I'm saying?
What is that? Why do you have that?
Hashtag Ricky Renuncio. That was the big protests that were happening in Puerto Rico about their corrupt governor.
Oh,
This is the
All
calle
right.
happened in San Juan's Calle de la Resistencia.
all right. Well, now my
Robbie.
Smurfs
I
don't
like-
seem as funny.
I like how we're talking about other terrible protests now. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, let's
Good.
let's double down on the protest stuff. That's
Yeah.
great. Let's.
I also
into
love
tips
that you
for
have
critique.
you have a souvenir from it.
Thank you. Our game today
Rachel,
is
what else
Who
we
Wanna
got coming in?
Oh, wait, what's
Hey,
what's
Rachel.
Randy
Wait.
got? Randy's got something fun. What's Randy got?
Randy, please don't
Hey,
let that
Rachel.
be from a genocide or something.
Those Sklar brother Russian nesting dolls. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
and then here's the rest of my family.
Those are
that-
the 1,000 Sklars are in there.
That's my
Wow.
my wife. My wife, although she doesn't like, she's like, does this Russian nesting doll make me look fat? I'm like, they make us all look fat.
Yeah.
But these are the kids that worked on the signs that someone trashed. That monster woman, and this is our dog.
By the way,
Yeah.
you can't have an hourglass figure on a Russian nesting doll. It would kind of prevent it from coming out.
That's right.
You can't.
Guys, that's pretty incredible. Of all the props I have, I don't have a Russian nesting doll of the Sklar's family. I do have one of our president.
Christ. How do you have Russian
Oh,
nesting
that-
dolls? Jeez.
It's great. That is great.
And then
Oh my God. Also, by the way, I love that I found 6 old Smurf figurines from like my childhood, had them on the show figuring, oh, this will be good. And then Ben didn't even acknowledge them as weird. He didn't even think it was weird. There wasn't even a moment where I was just holding up various Smurfs casually and Ben was just like, yeah, what? And?
Well, it's not weird to own one random thing.
Ben, if you open up the last nesting doll, do you find all of Hillary's emails just in the
Yes. By the last one.
Yeah.
They've all fallen.
It's wiki leaking everywhere.
My favorite thing about that is like all the people who are like, she should have known to have a secure server. And I'm like, you can't figure out how to post a meme on Facebook, you fucking idiot. Like, why do you think an old lady should have understood technology perfectly? You can't say hi to your cousin privately. You have to accidentally comment on their photo in front of all of us. Anyway, sorry. Make sure to do the dishes. It's just fucking, it's ridiculous.
All right, Rachel, let's get some BT tips before Steve kills
Hey,
somebody.
Rachel.
Hey,
Rachel.
BT. I can't wait
How
to
are
do your
you?
tips. I'm good.
It's just good to see you. That's all. It's good to see
You
you.
too. No, I love
Thank
his
you.
reaction with tips. He's gonna say thank you a lot.
I'm always happy.
Um,
I'm always happy. If anybody likes anything I do at this stage of the game, I'm very happy. I really am. Seriously, I'm very happy. And
Also,
I get to talk
always
to one of
nice
the
when
squad-
someone says, I can't wait to do your tip. Always nice.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
That's what BT
That's
said
funny.
to the kid when he took him out in the woods.
Hey, you know what? Honestly, I'm so happy to talk to one of the Scarborough. I've always loved you guys, man. And I never got a chance to really meet you. So it's cool. It's cool to talk to you on this. I mean that. It was like, I always liked what you guys did. No, I love what you guys did because you incorporated comedy with sports before it was really chic to do now. I mean, and so I always love what you guys do. You guys were one of the pioneers of it. So I love what you guys did. Always.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Great set,
Yeah.
by the way. Even
Oh,
better
man, thank
after-
See, BT is thanking people even before the tips come in, which is
all right, tips. So we had that pre-tip. That sounds Jessica, $25.
guys.
Well,
If you
pre-tip.
continue
Yes,
to pre-tip,
yes.
if you continue to pre-tip, you should see a doctor. Like there are treatments. If you continue to pre-tip,
Or just tip a couple hours before the date, then you'll be fine. But,
yeah, that's perfectly fine. Maybe like, you know what? Think of sports before you tip. Okay.
I'll say this. If a tip lasts longer than 4 hours, please see your doctor.
All right. We've got Elizabeth Ann, $5 for BT just to start off the show with some BT positivity.
Thank you.
We've got
He
Christopher
does it.
Cortege, $10. Thanks for the laughs, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for laughing.
Dave Adler, $5. Awesome job as usual, BT.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Thank you, brother.
Kara Layton, $5 for BT. I love the positivity. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for the $5. I can get 50 ramen noodles now. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Alexander Jansen, $10. I don't have a lot of money, but I want to tip what I can. Thanks, BT. You had me cracking up.
Thank you so much for liking it. I mean that. Thank you.
We have Randy Longmire, $10. BT, luckily you caught me on my lunch break.
Nice.
Love at one point.
Like,
I would love
nice,
at one
nice.
point for like Rachel to tip for BT and just one tip and just be like, cool. Like just have one. A person would cry.
He didn't like me.
Yeah. He only said thank you 3 times to me.
Are you okay? What's wrong?
No, my eyes
Made
just
ready
started
for prep.
watering. I'm allergies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
just
you
so
had
moved
I had
by-
that effect on you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's been an emotional week with also allergies.
Don't break up our family, BT. Don't break up our family. We need Rachel. Don't steal her
What I
back to the
do, bro.
Midwest. We need her.
Yeah. That's what I do. That's what I do, bro. That's what I do.
Right. Christopher Capo, $10 for BT. My white guilt made me pay you. Great set though. I might have paid without the guilt too.
Thank you.
What was the second part of guilt?
I might have paid without the white guilt too.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
We've also got Zara in our live audience, 20 Aussie. BT, my jaw hurts so much from laughing during your set after a few days of zero smiling. Dare I say my jaw hurts more than Alexis Texas's after a solid day's work. Nice work.
You guys, she got that. Thank you. And I love your glasses. They were cool. I love them glasses. Very nice. Very nice.
Cheers.
Seriously. And thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Thank you.
We have Tam in our live audience, $5. BT, a small token of my white guilt. Outstanding.
Thank you.
I think the going rate for white guilt is about $10.
Yeah.
So.
There you go. I'll take it. Thank you.
We have Stanley, $20. BT, great set. Running into the fire and saving our minds.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you. I mean that. Thank you.
Katie Coons, $10. Great job as always, BT. And you can find him at Funnyman6869. That's Funnyman6869.
No.
And then she repeats that like over.
Oh, that's funny. That is great. Hey, real quick story. My, I have 2 Instagrams. One for my podcast, which is Tales from a Gemini, and my other Instagram was Funnyman6869. Okay. Well, for some reason, yesterday they canceled me. They deleted my account. So I had to go through. I made up a different email, and my new Instagram is funnyboy6869.
Jesus Christ.
I showed them. They don't keep me
There's
down.
no fucking way. Really?
Funny. No. Look, Steve,
funny.
I added you. Funnyboy6869.
I'm not doubting it. It's just the idea that, like, the tough part about that handle is the 6869. You had a chance to rebrand, and you're like, I know, I'm going to make it more difficult. Like, that is.
Yeah, that's what I
Also, your zip code onto that also? Like, what are you doing?
No. I mean, I want you to come find me. Come find me. Catch me outside.
Also, I'm very impressed with that handle because 6869, 69 is challenging enough, but one of the most challenging sex moves is 68. That is a real.
And this is my birthday.
Looks kind of like this.
This is my birthday money because my birthday is Monday. This is my birthday money.
Aw.
Nice. Happy birthday, buddy.
Yes, thank you.
I once had a group of comedians convinced that BT was 66 about 5 years ago.
You're like, no, he's 68 or 69.
There you go. You know, Steve. You know, buddy. You know.
Not only is there white guilt that is pervasive today, obviously in our country, as it should be. It's a great time for BT to be here. It's that plus his birthday. Plus he needs new knees, you guys. He needs new knees. So if any of you reach deep, please help him out.
Or at least an extra pillow for his iPad so he doesn't have to hurt his knees every time he comes on the show.
Yeah.
Just one more pillow. He won't have to squat down so much.
One more pillow. Exactly. One more pillow.
All right, Rachel, what else we got?
We have, let me make sure. So we caught up on tips and we had a general. Craig Coyle, $20. Thank you for keeping my sanity in these crazy times.
Thank you very much.
Coyle,
I appreciate that.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I mean that.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Craig.
General Coyle.
Thank you.
BT, I'd love to see you at a protest because I think you'd be so positive to everyone on both sides. You'd be like, good yelling, guys. That's great yelling. Oh, that was great tear gas, boys. That was good tear gas. Oh, great running, everyone. Great running. Oh, my gosh. Great crying. You guys are killing it. This is awesome. Everyone feels good. No one's mad anymore.
We all walk away with, I feel good about myself. I feel good. It's changing the air. It's changing the air. Officer, would you like some shoes from Nike store that I got? As a matter of fact, I would.
He just gets hit with a rubber bullet, and he's like, "Officer, nice shot, well done, man."
Good, officer, good. You want some sketches?
First rubber I've used in 20 years.
You know what it is? BT's subtle protest is giving them all the New Balance. Like that's just
That's great. That is awesome. New Balance. They still make those.
Look, I think
It's what you wear once you burn your Nikes, because Colin Kaepernick was on a Nike commercial.
yeah.
Look, sometimes you just got to get out there and protest. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
My favorite part about that is not only was it a hilarious joke, but it means that Ben has kept the empty boxes from 2 different computers. I always keep the empty box from the one I have, because usually when I get a new one, I'll like sell my old one on eBay and it's easier to ship it in the box. But I don't keep the one from 2 computers ago.
Let me explain it, actually. These are 2 computers that Carmel and I had to get to run graduations because we had very, very, very old laptops and we didn't think we could put students' most important memories on a computer that could barely load anything. So we got 2 of these. And let me just say, if we don't start closing some more schools soon, we in big trouble on these, okay? We're in big trouble.
Ben, do you have homeowners insurance?
I do. Are you suggesting setting fire to my house, Steve?
No, I'm suggesting that other people can loot your home.
And then while they're looting
up, it's my damn Spectrum again.
Yeah, while they're looting your house, you could loot the Spectrum store. Maybe go steal some of that stuff. Maybe get a router,
shitty routers,
wires or something.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Ben comes back. Carmel's like, "What'd you get from Spectrum?" And they're just 3 Spectrum guys hanging over his shoulder. You're like, "These guys will fucking fix things." That's what I got.
Nice.
All right, do we want to do another comic now?
We should. Yeah, I think it's about that time.
Yes.
All right. Our second comic, you're going to love her as well. She was sent by ABC News in New Hampshire to warm up the crowd for the Democratic debate. Give her the very funny Regina Decicco. Give her a
Excited to be here, guys. I had a Russian doll opener planned, but not anymore. So fuck you. So, I thought I was doing pretty good in comedy, but I'm not doing like, oh, my Russian doll is right here, money comedy. That was like how do both of you have Russian dolls at the ready? I need to step up my comedy game. I was like, well, you know what? Just forget it. No, it's good. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk to anybody, basically. I've been quarantined with my husband in New York City. So we ran out of stuff to talk about on day 3. There is no new information. There's no new information. It's like, oh my God, what'd you have for breakfast? Don't have to ask. I was there. You know, it's like, who did you talk to? Irrelevant. I could hear it. Also, like, oh, he goes to the bathroom. How'd it go? Oh, no, I don't need to know. I could hear the double flush from outside. So there's no new information. There's no new information. I learned a lot. I've learned some things since I've been, confined, since it's been in captivity. I do have an aggressive fart for a lady. I know that now. Also, I should be clear, when I say I just found that out, I knew, guys. I knew. But what I do know now is, like, I have an aggressive fart for a lady, but it's nothing compared to what comes out of a dude. Like, that's true. I was charging up the iPad, getting ready for the show tonight. I had it, like, plugged in near the couch. I went over to get it, and I was like, oh, my God, did you fart over here? You guys, from the other side of the room, my husband was like, yeah, half an hour ago. Why? Why is the fart still alive and well near the couch? Do you understand? It furnished an apartment. Like, it's living there now. It's insane. It's insane. But the worst, you guys, is when he farts in bed. Because here's what I do. I lock it down, right? You lock it down. And then my husband was like, no, you have to let it go. You have to let it dissipate, right? I was like, no, if I let it go, people will die. That's the reality. Lethal. They're lethal. Everybody, they're lethal. Also, I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit. I know I'm not alone. You guys, I put milk in my coffee this morning. It curdled, and I drank it anyway. Fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? I have nowhere to go. The bathroom is right there. Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense anymore. Guys, I haven't had a serving of anything. I don't know what servings are anymore. I literally had a pile for breakfast. A pile. Don't understand. It was just a mound of something. Also, the drinking out of control. Basically, now a bottle of wine is a serving of wine. But what I like to do, gang, I like to give my husband one glass. He gets one glass of the bottle. I drink the whole bottle, but I put it out like we're sharing it. And then every time he goes to refill, it's gone because I drank it already. You guys may hear it now. I think I do have the deepest voice on this show. You guys, it's real. We should address it. My 2-year-old niece calls me Uncle Gina. She knows the difference. It's a choice. But back in the before times, in the BC and the before Corona times, I was doing a show at a college, and this group of girls started laughing, but like independently of the show. So finally I said to them, "What's so funny?" And they were like, "You sound like someone, but we can't tell you who." And I was like, no, you have to tell me. And they were like, "You sound like the slug lady from Monsters, Inc." I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching you. So I went home and I had to Google. I was like, oh my God, what other voices does this woman do? It's a dude. That's a man. I have to live with that. I'm going to leave you guys though with a hot tip, because we're all comics here. We all travel all over the place, and one day we will travel again. Here's the hot tip, you guys. We spend a lot of time in hotels. You guys, there's no plunger in a hotel toilet, right? And if you know this, you know it the hard way. It's true. So I was staying at a hotel. I had a situation. I had to call down to the front desk, and he was like, "Oh, well, you can just come to the lobby and you can get a plunger." Oh, can I? I can just go to the lobby and get a plunger and then walk back to my room, like old Game of Thrones, like shame. No, I fucked all night long. Also, you guys, just for the record, it's a Swiffer. It's supposed to be a mic stand, but that doesn't exist anymore. So I have to use house.
Oh, that's great.
That's my time, everybody.
Yes.
Regina Decicco. A couple
Great
things.
set.
First of all, the tip jar is open.
Yes.
You can tip. Obviously, top right is our Venmo. You could tip at laughfromhome.com if you want a PayPal, or you can super chat on the YouTube. Also, Ben just had to leave because he is hosting the show at Nowhere today. We have a huge show today with Bartender Thurston, and so he is hosting that show. So he just had to bounce real quick. But also, Regina, I love the idea of a pile instead of a serving, and just the idea of like looking at a package and be like, "Oh, how many servings in this? Oh, 3 piles." That's fantastic.
That's great. That's good. And I'll be able to use that in the after times.
Yeah.
Now it has longevity.
Yeah.
I got two.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
If you want them.
Sure.
He farted and it lasted for half an hour. It was the ghost of quarantine, past, present, and future.
Oh,
Nice.
gorgeous.
I had another one for you, but it'll come to me. But great set.
Right.
I loved it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That means so much, guys.
When they were, I'm sorry, when they were, the girls were, laughing about you.
Yeah.
You just turned to them and said, "You don't step to Uncle Gina like that, bitches."
Oh, I also appreciate you thinking I'll be on the road someday. So thank you for that encouragement and faith in me. So thank you.
I have to.
I appreciate that.
You need that Russian doll money, and we're gonna get you there.
Yeah.
You need something to shoot for.
I just love that. I want Barrows to have a series of Russian dolls, and then just the last one is a little like cocktail hot dog.
Yes, that'd be good. Yeah. Well, it's just bigger. It's just smaller sausages inside of smaller sausages until it's a hot dog. There's no dolls at all. It's a brat inside of a.
It's smaller him, and then at the very center is like old Joey Fatone.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
No, I get that a lot, right? When I'm this size, people think Joey Fatone. If I gain 50 pounds, they say Kevin Smith before he lost 80 pounds. But that's the two I get. It's Kevin Smith or Joey Fatone, depending on how fat I am at the moment.
Oh, so Rachel, what do we got coming in?
All right. So we've got Jessica had started us off with $25.
Yes.
Technics, 2 Canadian. Regina for the fart that furnished the room.
Oh, beautiful.
We have Joyce Gomez, $25. So she did actually, I think it was 100. So she tipped everybody. She tipped Regina 25, BT 25, and the show 50.
Oh,
and
Thank
so
you.
tips all
you.
around.
Hero.
I don't have much, but I really appreciate the laughs when things are so shitty.
Oh,
Well, thank you.
So much.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
This was all just a ploy to get more tips. That's what this whole thing was.
Pre-tips, post-tips, all the tips.
Yeah.
We've got Christopher, $10 for making me consider the protocols of a fart lockdown.
Good. Like, keep you thinking. Keep everybody thinking.
We've got Alexander Jansen, $10 for Regina. Great set. I can't unhear the slug lady from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, same. Just so you guys know, while I do shows in, like, because my husband's we're in a one bedroom, he's in the other room. He literally just texts me the whole time, "Shut the fuck up," the whole time, just so everybody knows. So I'm like, and then on the phone, it's just with the angry face. Shut the fuck up. And I'm like, yeah. Welcome to our lives, everybody. Welcome to our lives.
Nice.
We've got Frank Notaro tipped both comics. Regina, he said, had me crying from start to end, and BT, he said, for BT post tip.
Nice.
Hilarious.
I like. Thank you.
Thanks, Frank.
I like.
That's awesome.
Zara in our live audience, 20 Aussie. Regina, great set. You definitely live up to your name, which is Latin for queen.
That's right.
Yeah. Queen, but I don't want to start Game of Thrones stuff with Queen Rachel in the room.
Got it. Thank you.
Dave Adler, $5 for a travel plunger.
Hilarious.
That's so funny.
And then a separate suitcase for that travel plunger.
Yes, exactly. That's the problem. Somebody, when I did a show the other night, another comic was like, "Why don't you use a real plunger at the end?" I was like, "Why would I use a real plunger? No, it has to be the zipper." I was like, disgusting. I was like, "You heard the stories. Our plunger gets used."
Anybody want to tip Regina for some disinfectant?
We've got, let's see, Ronald Werner, $10 for Regina. Congrats on your voice acting career. Can't wait to hear grumpy teacher Gerald Bowers in a 2021 blockbuster hit.
Thank you.
Awesome. We have Tam in our live audience, $5. Regina, from one survivor of Chernobyl level farts to another.
Yes, stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong.
I think the nose hair just started growing back.
We have Christopher Capo, $10. Thanks for the great set, Uncle Gina.
Nice.
You're welcome. Hilarious.
These
are funny audience members. My goodness.
Yeah, we got a good.
Everyone brings it. Everyone brings it.
Yeah, they make us laugh every day.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's why we say they're part of the show.
True. You guys are. You guys are.
We had some general chats come in. We had Taraya, 20 Canadian, longtime viewer, first-time contributor. Love the show. Thanks so much for the laughs.
Awesome.
SDSC has been a staple of quarantine for me and many others.
Aww.
Thank you much.
We've got Robert Edwards just sent the show $10 and is shouting out Jen Winklepleck, who and her game entry, which we'll read later.
Nice.
And then Dennis Martinek Venmoed the show $5 and said, "Thanks for the laughs. I was an ugly kid and an altar boy. How ugly must you be to have priests take a pass on you? Fuck me up whole life. All my friends are millionaires and I'm still working."
Oh my God.
Wow, there's some issues in that tip.
It's all right. Should we give that $5 back? Should we just give it? We should give that $5 back.
I would definitely wipe it. I'd definitely wipe it off before you used it. But.
Rachel, I thought it was a little inconsiderate, by the way, that you were reading those tips individually, because all tips matter. Sorry. Just wanted to make fun of some ignorance. Anyway,
so Randy, I don't know how long you can stick around, Randy, but can you plug your Nowhere show for us? And if you stay longer, we'll plug it again. But
I'll plug the Nowhere show. It's tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Jay and I are doing a headlining set. Gleib's going to start it off. And then our buddy Dan Van Kirk from our podcast, Dumb People Town. We're so excited. We did a guest set in the Nowhere Comedy Show with Wayne Fetterman, his show a couple weeks back. And it was the most fun I've had doing, a stand-up on a show. You really feel the reaction. It's like being on, it'll be like being on a 300 to 400 person Zoom call.
Wow.
And none of them are your relatives. So it's turn down your volume, Mom. Like there's not going to be a lot of
I got to say, Randy, one of my favorite comedy bits of all time is you guys' strip club bit with the bucket of Bud Lights I'm a strip club guy, obviously, and I can't, every time I'm in a strip club, we do that bit, me and my friends.
The black shirt that you're wearing with the black jacket tells me you've been part of the strip club lore.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see, this is sparkly. If you I don't know if you can see the sparkles on it. This actually sparkles like glitter, so it's perfect to wear to a strip club because you don't get in trouble because it's already got glitter on it. It's pre-glittered. Most of my stuff's pre-glittered. That's one of the tricks.
That's the strip club life hack.
Well,
Yeah.
he's talking about old bit that we did about the strip club DJ being the only voice you hear in the strip club. Therefore, he has to keep everybody's boners hard while at the same time deliver like announcements about the strip club. They're like, coming up on the main stage, we got Tigris on the main stage, Euphrates on the bar, but first there's a blue Pontiac Bonneville with its lights on in the back parking lot. I am back in. Anyway, I love that bit too. An oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, it's one of the best. I love it. I've said it 100 times. I always say the Scarborough are the best bit, and then we just do the bit in the strip club to the strippers. And it never makes them laugh, but it makes us laugh every fucking time. I think it's in the delivery we're fucking.
Well, because Bowers, you've heard it done correctly.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
And if there's one thing that strippers have is a great sense of humor.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, tomorrow night, very excited. But I want to give my entrance into the game. Can I throw it in there before I have to split? Or
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can take yours.
Uh-oh. Someone's ringing.
Sorry, my ringtone is a very shrill person. I gotta. It's not even a ring. It's just someone going.
You ready?
Let's do
Rocky Road to Perdition.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good. That's good.
Nice.
Sorry.
Well, thanks, buddy. We appreciate you being here. You've been awesome, and good luck at the show tomorrow. And I hope to see you down the road sometime. Thanks, buddy.
Great job to all the comics. Thank you so
Thanks
much. For letting
so
me be
much.
part of it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you guys. Bye.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye.
Bye, Randy.
Awesome. Cool. That was cool.
Absolutely.
I love that guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Rachel, we got
Very
anything to
cute.
catch up on, or should we go to the game?
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out a couple of our Facebook contributors, Brock Faircloth and Kimberly Willis. So just thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
For your contribution.
Thanks much.
Thank you.
And I think we're ready for the game.
All right. So,
All right,
Okay.
sounds good. So just a reminder, of course, the game is to ice cream a movie. So let's
Ice cream
do some
movie.
movies. Hell yeah.
All right, so let's see. So with our live audience, gallery view, Tam, do you want to read yours?
Oh, sure. Well, I just put in a second one. Do you want me to do both or just?
Yeah, do both.
My first one was Neapolitan Dynamite.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Good.
And my second one is Shawshank Rum Raisin.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Holy fuck.
Those are
Two
great.
home runs. 2 home runs.
Wow. Are those paid, Rach? Are those paid entries?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
paid entries.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Wow. Those are awesome.
Thank you.
And then Zara, you want to do yours?
Okay. Full disclosure, mine are embarrassingly bad, but they are paid entries. So I had comes with a caveat, you know, it's going to be good. All right, here's this bullshit. Okay, so butter pea cannonball was one.
Nice.
Banana splitting hairs was another.
Nice.
Nice.
Fuck, this is horrible. This is what Ben feels like. Love you. The talented Mr. Fudge Ripley. And shout out to my Aussie audience as well. The Red Velvet Dog, Aussie classic.
Nice.
And I'm sorry, and I'm done.
Oh, those are great.
Never apologize.
If you were like the red dog who also likes ice cream, then that would be more of a Gleib style. But you got the pun in there.
All right,
all right.
so here are some unpaid entries that I really like. So I think there's 3 of them. So Greg Murphy had Vanilla Helsing.
I like that.
Denise Cook had Somewhere Over the Rainbow Sherbert.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
And Tony McGee had Men in Black Cherry.
Boom.
By the way,
Nice.
was there also a movie called Somewhere Over the Rainbow? Because that's not the name of Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
that was
that's
the
a
sequel.
Muppet movie. That's a
Yeah,
Muppet
it's a
movie.
sequel. Yeah.
Or
Okay.
Isn't that the Muppet movie?
No.
I love that you guys both said that so
Maybe.
confidently until you disagreed with each other, and then you were like, or maybe we're wrong.
Well, there
Like,
was,
that
there,
was
was one,
immediate-
there was a movie called Somewhere
The
Under
Rainbow
the Rainbow.
Connection. It was the Rainbow,
Rainbow
Connection
Connection
is the
is the
Muppet movie.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Rainbow
Sorry.
Connection.
Sorry
Yes.
about that.
And there was Somewhere Under the
Oh,
Rainbow,
okay.
which was with little people in the 80s. But
That's the sequel you were talking about?
I'm saying it was a spoof of it, I think. I remember it.
Yeah.
As a kid. I don't remember what it was about. I ever watched it. It seemed problematic even then. 1984, I still was like, I don't know. I'm 11, but I'm not sure I should be watching this. But that was what it was called, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Somebody Google it. I don't know.
Okay. So these are paid
Game
entries.
time. This is the actual
Game time.
game.
All right. So Randy Longmire, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Butter Pecan.
Nice.
Great. That was great. Great.
We've got Zara gave hers. Emily Junkins, American Ice Cream Pie, A Clockwork Orange Sherbet.
Nice. Nice.
A lot. I think that's
Yeah,
two
that's
different
really
entries.
That's good.
To the Rescue, Get Hard Ice Cream.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Christopher Cortege, Rocky Road to Perdition. So we had that
nice.
one too.
By the way,
Emily
I don't mean to
Junkins.
interrupt you guys, but Randy Sklar is waiting to get in the chat. If we want to, sorry, it's an old text. It's an old text. My fault.
All right, we've got Emily Junkins, Mad Max, Rocky Road.
Nice.
That's good.
Nice.
Emily Judkins, Chunky Chocolate Titanic. to the Rescue, Bend and Jerry, It Like Beckham. Sabrina Markley also had Neapolitan Dynamite.
Okay.
Nice.
Chris Jacobs, The Butterscotch Ripple Effect.
All right.
I like it.
Jeremy
Yeah.
Day, A Clockwork Orange Mango Sherbet. Jeremy Day, The Grape Nuts of Wrath.
Is that an
Yeah,
ice
this is
cream?
cereal. Is that? Yeah.
Cereal.
Jeremy's
My
so good at
favorite
this.
ice-
We just assume we're wrong when it's not the right category.
Yeah.
We're like,
There's
fucking
there's got to
Jeremy's
be a
got it.
great. There's got to be a
That's
great
funny.
flavored ice cream.
It must
We're
exist.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. To the Rescue, My Father the Hero, ... got me a banana split. Lola, Harry Potter and the Half Pint Prince.
Nice.
That's really good.
Lola, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Flavors.
Nice. 31 of them.
And then the last one I have is Jeremy Day on behalf of Jen Winklepleck, Field of Dreamsicle.
Nice.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That's a
All
good one.
right.
All
That's all I
right.
have.
So comics. What's your favorite one? Regina, what's your favorite one?
Oh, was it the Shawshank Rum Raisin?
Okay.
Right? What was that Shawshank one? I think that was it, right? Yeah,
That was it. Perfect. BT.
that was my favorite.
A Clockwork Orange Sherbet. That was fucking beautiful. That was fucking. That was like if it was a punch, you slip it and say bam. That was beautiful. Clockwork Orange Sherbet. That was. Mwah. Bellissimo. Era pazzi.
Rachel, what's your favorite?
I like a Clockwork Orange sherbet as well.
See, Rachel, me and you, baby. Me and you, Rachel.
All right.
Seriously.
All right, Steve, I think you're going to break a tie because I'm going to vote for Shawshank Rum Raisin as well. I thought that was really good. So it's 2-2. It's 2-2.
Oh boy.
To the dark
Damn,
side.
they're both so good.
They're so good.
So good. I think I'm voting for Shawshank Rum Raisin, and only because I thought of Shawshank Redemption and I couldn't think of a way to make it an ice cream. And they did it. They did it.
There you go. Nice work. Damn. All right.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Comics. Did you have any? Did you have anyone you want to throw in?
No, because after Clockwork Orange sherbet, I mean,
Yeah.
What is there? What is there? After that, there is none. There is none. It's like trying to follow Michael Jordan after he hits the shot. It's like there's nothing left. There's nothing left.
Well,
I've got a couple left.
I'm saying I'll show you one how it doesn't work. I think you're right. BT, your instincts are correct, but I just had Charlie and the Mint Chocolate Chip Factory. It's already got chocolate in the name.
Look at you. I like that.
Decent.
I like that.
First time I ever played the game. So I'm gonna give myself a 6 out of 10, but it's better than the 0 I take every week. So Steve, what you got?
All right, what I decided to do is I made a little theme because I decided to make it Carvel's Avengers is one.
Nice.
So,
I like that. I like that.
And so then I was like, why don't I just do superhero movies? And so I have
Good news. There's only 111 of those. You don't have to choose from. So.
I have Thor Ragnarok Road.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I like that one.
I have The Dark Chocolate Knight.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
Nice.
That's good.
Nice.
I have Just Ice League.
I like that. Yeah.
And then, of course, the spinoff of Spider-Man that never really worked. Venom, nom, 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 nom. So those are mine.
Rachel's face on that was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Rachel, no, here was her face. She like this. She went. It's like there was like 6 different emotions in there. It was like, really?
That was great.
God damn it. Fine. It was like just the.
That was great. That was great. I like that. That was great.
That was solid. I give that a solid. It's a solid 6 Smurfs to your reaction.
So
Nice.
Steve, I imagine you just sent your mom an email that said, "Can you just send all the random crap from my childhood bedroom in a box, please?
No,
I need all of these things."
I don't have a thing in my mom's place because there's not enough room because she collects stuff like Ben does. But yeah, my mother has 2 copies of a book called Organize Yourself, and they're on separate shelves. No exaggeration. There's a very little bit that I've held on to, and usually I hold on to something if it has a lot of meaning or if it's very small, and that the Smurfs are both of those things. But I didn't know that I even had them. I found them at the back of the drawer in my nightstand, and so I was like, why didn't I bring these? Because these will compete with what Ben. A fucking Russian doll. Like so.
Yeah.
I had a box of sports cards from when I was a kid at my mom's house, and the top of the box just said, "Do not throw away, Mom. This means you." When you open it up, it said, "I'm serious, Mom. Don't throw these away. I'll be very, very angry." And then when she did throw them away, the bottom of the box said, "Are you serious? You threw these away?" And then she felt so bad, she took them out and put them in the attic.
Nicely done.
Hilarious.
All right, Rachel, we got anything to catch up on?
We do. So Elizabeth Ann tipped BT $5 and said, "For BT, can we end the show by rereading all of BT's tips and watching him react to them?"
I'm just happy. Guys,
We also have, let's see, Jake M, $5 and said, "If the protest lasts into December, will people be giving out white gelt for Hanukkah?"
Nice.
That was good.
White chocolate gelt. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that was good.
Zandra tipped the show and said, "Late tip for Randy Sklar and all his jokes. I was hoping to watch him do a mini set. Is there more info about the Night of 1,000 Sklars tomorrow?" Which I sent her the link.
Excellent. Nice. Yes. And anyone else wondering, nowherecomedyclub.com. And Randy is not only are they doing that show, but then they're also going to be doing, I think, another show next week where they're doing it as a fundraiser with like a showcase with a bunch of people. So not just Sklar's, but various other last names people as well.
And then the last one I have is Zara Live Audience, $50 for the show. She said, this super chat is purely out of my own guilt. $5 for the half going rate of white guilt, plus $25 for roasting Ben. This is going to eat away all day, just like Bowers. Another $20 for that last part too. Great show, guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's a wonderful way to insult people.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If I just insulted people and then Venmo'd them, like they'd be fine with it. I mean, I'd be broke based on how often I do it, but still.
Exactly. I said, we were in a Zoom call the other day, and my friend Haley and my friend Angie was saying something. I Venmo'd Haley $5 to tell Angie to shut the fuck up, and it was hilarious. It does work. That's what I do. I love Venmoing small amounts of money to people because they'll just do it's fucking great.
Awesome. Well, cool. Let's unless did I forget anything, or we should say goodbye to our video audience, right?
Think so. Yeah, I think that's the point we're at. Yeah.
Thank you very much, video audience. As always, we appreciate you being here. If you want to join us in a future video audience, you can do so at laughfromhome.com. Thank you much.
Thanks,
you guys.
And then also comics. Regina, where do we find you at in social medias and all that? What are your handles? Give us the rundown.
Instagram, it's Regina.Decicco. So REGINA.DECICCO. I'll go with the gram, everybody. Go with the gram.
Yeah, go with
the
the
gram.
gram.
The most. Go with the gram.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Regina. You were amazing, and good luck with the husband's farts, and maybe come up with some new stories or something. You know, keep that marriage alive.
That's right. I know.
By the way, everybody, before BT plugs his stuff, just want to let you know, husband's farts are going to be playing at the Roxy next week. So if you want to catch those real quick. Band, it's woodwinds. It's all woodwinds. It's pretty great.
I like that.
Little tip, Regina.
That's
If he stops eating vegetables, his farts will stop smelling. That's what makes farts smell is the vegetable. So I haven't had a vegetable in 26 years. My farts do not smell. I'm not making that up. It's a real thing. So take his vegetables out of his diet, and he'll run a clean system. Except his beans.
By the way, we're gonna spin off a show.
You should be a nutritionist.
Dr. Bowers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Dr. Bowers, PhD, SDSC. So if you want to.
And I have SDSC, PhD. Anyway, I didn't say it was good for you, BT. I just said what make farts smell.
It worked.
You'll smell because you're dead faster for sure, but in between, you'll run a clean system. So thanks,
Great
Regina.
nutrition advice.
Thanks,
BT, how do we find you in the world? Other than Funny Man or Funny Boy now, Funny Boy.
On Instagram is funnyboy6869. They'll never find me. Funnyboy6869 on Instagram, and on Twitter and YouTube it's funnyman6869. And also for my podcast, it's Tales from a Gemini. Tales from a Gemini is on Spotify and on YouTube. It's called Tales from a Gemini. It's on Spotify and on YouTube. That's my podcast. So Tales from a Gemini. That's my podcast. You can find it on YouTube and Spotify, and that's it.
Now, BT, I think my favorite thing about you is this. You had your Instagram, which you've had for how long? Years and years and years, right?
Yes,
10 years at least. Shut down yesterday, and you're like, I just made a new one. It's Funny Boy now. Not a big deal. Like every other comic in my life would be losing their fucking mind if their Instagram went down for 10 minutes. They'd be like setting things on fire, and you're like, whatever, it's fine. I just got a new one. I'm Funny Boy now. Okay,
Funny
good
boy.
job.
I'm a funny boy. Yeah.
Well, I think he didn't worry
Proud of
because he knew that it would be easy enough to find another screen name, since the ones he chooses are ones that no one else is going to take. So you could just be positive BT or something like that.
No, BT is available. I have it. I have BT, just plain BT on Instagram.
BT. I should.
Yeah, it stands for Bowers took your Instagram handle. That's what BT is.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yes.
Well, thanks again, buddy. We appreciate it.
Always good to see you, man.
Hey, man. Thank you, guys.
We needed you today. We needed you today.
and thanks for everything you've done, Steve. Honestly, I follow you on Instagram, and I just think what you did and what you said to the comics and everything, and how you have a voice. I think that was beautiful, man. And so I just want to say thank you for that. And I've always respected and loved what you did, man. So even after what's been going on, even more so. I mean, I've always, but even more so. So no, thank you. Let me thank you. So great job, and continue doing like you said, and teaching and preaching that truth. And it's a weird way, but people have come together in a weird. And I thought I was jaded, but it's kind of cool to see people coming together. And I never thought I thought I was a little jaded, but it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. So thank you for what you do.
If I can quote one of my favorite comics, I will say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Love you, man.
I love you too, man. I mean that. Thank you, buddy.
Catch BT's new album. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Available at all the places you get albums.
His liner notes are 400 pages. It's just one thank you.
Thank you, Bowers. I appreciate you, buddy.
Love you, buddy.
All right, Rachel. Now we say goodbye to our Queen Tortilla, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel.
Bye, everybody.
We miss
Bye,
you,
everybody.
Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. And I'm at the Nowhere Comedy Club on Friday, opening up for Adam Ray. He's doing a cool podcast thing. So nowherecomedyclub.com, @Bowers Comedy, all this stuff. And it's been a couple tough days, guys, but I think we're going to get through it. I was a little worried for a little bit. I'm not now. I see people coming together, as BT said. I really like that. I think that at the end of the day, all of this stuff, whether it's Corona or the riot, all the stuff's going on, I think we're gonna fix some stuff. Change comes through storms, and I think we're gonna be better off. So thanks for hanging out again today, and I love you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Special show tomorrow to make up for yesterday. And the day before.
And with that said, obviously, thanks to everybody who has been, so kind and reaching out to us and supportive. One of the things we were worried about when we made the decision to go dark with our show a couple days ago is disappointing you guys, the fans, because you're the reason that we're here. And every one of you understood, you were supportive. And not only that, but when we did that, that long live stream, the silent stream, you guys stayed around in the comments to not just argue, but to politely educate people on things. And that was amazing. You guys are so wonderful. The fans are what make this show. And with that, I want to shout out to Chris Fleischer, who's, one of our big supporters. I know that he's got some family that's really ill right now, and he was going to join us in the front row and sent a message saying that he couldn't because of it. And so we just wanted to wish you and your family our best. And to everybody, we distracted you for 90 minutes, and we're glad we were able to.
Yes.
And now that we're done with that, keep fucking fighting, because that's the way we win. So good night, everybody. Oh, I should show you guys the box. I have the box here.
What's this?